both investigations are ongoing and that some information may not be released at this time as it may hurt the integrity of our investigation. Regarding the murder in Makaha, yesterday, shortly after 2:30 p.m., officers responded to a weapons case at Oahu Ranch. A witness reported that the 39-year-old victim had been arguing with hunters about the hunter's dog attacking the victim's steer. The argument escalated when one of the hunters shot the victim. The hunters then fled on foot towards Farrington Highway. Emergency medical services responded and the victim was pronounced deceased at the scene. A murder in the second degree has been generated. The suspect is described as a local male in his late teens to early 20s, about 5'9" to 5'11" tall, wearing a black shirt. The suspect should be considered armed and dangerous. Detectives are continuing their investigation at the scene to include witness interviews, surveillance video review, and the recovery of evidence. Our investigation is ongoing. Based on the investigation, this does not appear to be a random act. I'll take some questions regarding this murder investigation.
Can you repeat, the dog was attacking the hunter's what?
Steer. That's a male cattle, like a male cow.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions for this one?
Were the hunters trespassing on the ranch land?
Apparently so. That's part of our investigation.
And how many hunters were there?
3.
The detectives had to go pretty far up into it.
Yes, we were way up in the valley.
How long did this take to get to that area to walk?
If you're what? I'm sorry?
Did you have to walk up?
Oh no, we drove our vehicles up. We were able to go on a different way to get up there.
How many minutes would you say?
If you were driving, probably about a couple minutes.
And is it private where the hunting area is, or is it state land?
Sorry.
Is it private or state land?
That was private, where we were at, yes. Okay?
What was the name of the ranch again?
It's Oahu. Okay, I'm going to talk about the murder on Makaloa Street this morning. This morning at approximately 5:30 a.m., officers co-responded with emergency medical services to a stabbing case where there were multiple victims. Officers determined that 3 victims were involved in an argument with the suspect. The argument escalated when the suspect stabbed the victims. Victim 1 is a 28-year-old male, victim 2 is a 25-year-old male, and victim 3 is a 26-year-old male. All 3 victims sustained stab wounds and were transported to the Queens Medical Center for treatment. Victim 1 later succumbed to his injuries and the pronouncement of his death was made. Victims 2 and 3 were treated and released from the hospital. The suspect in this murder investigation is described as an Asian male in his 30s or 40s, bald, approximately 5'9" tall, wearing dark-colored long-sleeve shirt or jacket and long pants. He fled on foot east on Makaloa Street in possession of the knife. He should be considered armed and dangerous. Detectives are working diligently to interview witnesses, gather and review surveillance, and recover evidence. The case is classified as a second-degree murder and no arrests have been made at this time. Based on this investigation thus far, this also does not appear to be a random act. And anyone with information is asked to call 911 or Crime Stoppers.
Do you have any information about what led to the altercation that led to the stabbing?
The information we have so far is that it was over a female.
Were the 3 males attacking the suspect?
The 3 males, no, they were arguing, and what we got so far is that argument escalated where the suspect stabbed the 3 victims.
And as far as you know, they're known to each other? Are the men known to each other?
All 4 men, or just the victims? The victims know each other. We're still determining the relationship between the suspect. We haven't, the suspect is still outstanding.
Just wondering, I haven't been able to confirm how often we've had a case where 2 in one weekend, but is this putting a strain on the department?
We've had cases where we've had sometimes 2 or 3 type of cases, but we're just going to do the best that we can in these type of investigations. And the officers and detectives, they're all dedicated to seek justice for these victims that can't speak for themselves and their families. So we're going to do the best that we can.
Is there a search off island as well, or they feel that they stay here?
It appears to be there for both investigations, you're asking. It's here. Yes.
All together. HPD is looking for 2 people.
What do you mean all together?
Combining the cases.
Yes. The search for the murder suspect in Makaha and the search for the murder suspect on Makaloa Street.
Are the suspects known by to police? Are they looking for particular?
Not yet. If they were, we would have shared that information. Yeah.
Was this can you explain the establishment where the people were at that side of Makaloa?
It was like a after hours bar type of establishment. Okay? All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.